They conducted America's first experiment with socialism, and it failed spectacularally.
I'll freeze the rent for millions of tenants, make buses fast and free. I'll pay for it by taxing the rich.
Socialism polled highest among those ages 18 to 38.
And cue the fire. Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to the war between survival and death, which the Pilgrims actually had to face this. It's like they escape religious persecution, taxation, all of those bad things that governments want to do, establish a new life and go, maybe we'll try out this socialism thing. We'll do this whole collective farming. We'll all just decide together as one. It didn't work because no one did work. And that's what happens. They rely on someone else. A lot of them were like, oh, I'm sick, I'm injured. And then you had people stealing food. I mean, kind of sounds like today. But Bradford, I don't know which one Bradford was, had a solution, which is called private property. You get your own parcel, that's yours. You plant corn, you keep corn. Or you plant wheat or mac and cheese, and then you go sell that mac and cheese at the store, and then everyone's like, it's so expensive. The solution is, work harder, make more money, and then you're okay. It's just the work harder, make more money that just people don't like. And did you see the prices of mac and cheese? Breaking news, if you have not seen prices lately.
So I'm at Wegmans for the first time ever, right? Tell me how this macaroni and cheese is $42. Butternut squash, $42. Stuffing, $42.
So, hey, kids, when mom and dad say, hey, can you swing by the store and just pick up 3 things? Just know it's going to be around $150. And we're just talking mac and cheese. We're not even talking turkey. In yesterday's video, I posed the question. I didn't get any good answers. And I actually had my high school students do this too. Same question. They had to 3X, what's rent, move out, and $3,000 a month. That's the average rental right now. And they came up with all these diabolical plans. But you got to come up with that's $108,000 a year to survive, to have shelter. This at the time that the average salary is $51,000. I'm going to say we're all cooked. This at a time that your Chicago Business Barometer, that's like how the economy's doing, I'm going to go between recession and Great Depression. And how about that freight index? We can look forward to this great Christmas. This blue line should be Christmas level. This is November. We are now approaching 2009 levels. When I did hear a lot of the solutions, go to college, get a job, John, that doesn't work anymore. The probability of finding a job now is the lowest since forever. Yeah, I just saw on McDonald's now hiring. Well, John, did you also see the sign that says now firing? And even having AI work for you, which I do. Business Insider, right? Create my resume, apply to 1 trillion jobs. Business Insider is now saying, I'm talking, you have a master's degree, you have experience. How tech broke the job market, applying to a job in 2025. Now, this is mathematically, statistically equivalent of hurling your resume into a black hole. So now you're understanding the dichotomy of what our youth is having to face. They're going out there, being lied to their whole life. Get good grades, be a good kid, go to college, go into debt, get that degree, you get out there, you're going to have a house, a car, you're going to get none of that. So all of these kids with their hands up in the air like, give me socialism or give me death. College kids, hard left turn means trouble ahead for America. Yeah, this socialism thing, like, well, I can't get a job, so just give me money. They have been conditioned and trained their whole life, right? When you let them play on a soccer team, I know, I did. 6 daughters, they were all kicking balls around till they get married, and then they just carry that technique over into marriage, right, gentlemen? Anyways, they would get trophies. My kid, I won't tell you which child of the 6, Alexis, I don't even think her foot even touched a ball. Their team never scored a goal, won a game, and they all got trophies. School is the same way. You just kind of show up, hang out on your phone. I taught school, I know. They just passed you along. Oh my gosh, if you were to fail a kid, your job's gone. You actually had to explain, like, yeah, I gave this kid a D. Oh, I want something documented every single day. What did you do? I did everything. He did nothing. Well, that's your responsibility then. Well, no, actually it's Skylar's because he didn't give an F. So now these kids, their whole life have been promised and enabled. And you really don't, you think they're just going to get out there and work real hard? Basically, the last 3 years had AI do everything. And so now they're sitting at home and they're like, well, I tried to apply, like nothing. Just give me stuff. You're telling me if I vote for this New York guy, that's all I have to do? I would say this is the attitude of any Gen throw in the letter. And the minute I see this or that, I know I have to do some editing.
I hate being in my 20s. I hate going to work. I don't want a job. I don't want to work. I hate not working. I hate everything. I hate breathing. I hate sleeping. I hate waking up. I just hate everything. I hate our president. I hate the world. I hate people. I hate everything. I just hate everything. I hate everyone. I hate everything and I hate everyone. And I don't want to do this.
So pop the confetti. This is what you have created. And off to the path of socialism. Happy Thanksgiving we go. But breaking news, the great news is, oh my gosh, for the rich, it just keeps getting better. Fed QT ends like in 2 days. Markets are not ready for what comes next. And some of the crypto channels out there are going nuts. They're like, remember the last time QT ended in 3 days? Link was around 2 cents. Now it's $1.13. ADA, 5 cents, now 40. XRP Army, there you go, kids. 29 cents, now $2. And this is where I'm going to add in, it's all gone. I want you to be very, very careful of these channels that are just, it always goes up. I'm pretty sure if you go back 4 or 5 years, Ethereum is at the same spot. But I'm going to swing for the fences on this. It probably did this a lot. Take advantage of this, because as prices continually go up, you cannot have an investment that stays like this. Otherwise, you will forever and ever be screaming, oh my gosh, $40 for mac and cheese. Wait till it's 60. $100 for mac and cheese. It used to be $1 to get into Disneyland. It's not $1 anymore. How about those $4 French fries? I can't do it. Just wish there was something that just could do it for me. Oh, there is. It's called AI, and it will trade my strategies for you. Tell me within 3 seconds that
tired
this
of watching
amazing.
perfect setups fly by while you're stuck at work, asleep, or just living your life? This Black Friday that ends. Introducing Prime Automation, your new army of bots.
And I've been showing you these screenshots. These are actual, look, green line goes up, green line. You can back test. You'll see it when you get this. Thank you for everyone sending me what your guys are currently making. My head's in the way. Look, 26, 402. Is that 1,000? That's 100. I don't know. Oh, that is 1,000. 1,200. 191. 1,600. Oh, but you took a loss on that one. Sending me your trade station accounts, which I appreciate. You're up 2,007, almost $3,000. Congratulations. So can you guys do me a huge favor? Get it now. This is Black Friday. This is the cheapest you'll ever get it. Also, double breaking news. Those are my grandkids from yesterday's video. That was cute. I even pinned the comment because your guys are like, I can't find it. It's either here or you click there. Then there it is. And I'm telling you guys, are going to want to save almost $3,000. You create an ATM and you're like, look at it go. Rather than waiting and going, man, can you give me that back? This is something we have worked on all year. No one else has it. No one's even close. This is the thing where companies reach out to us and they're like, okay, we'll give you 50 million. What about my audience? And now cancel them. We're running this in-house. When you see things like this is where the price is going. Chick magnet, you get everything. Thing that I've been using all year that you're like, how do you do that? If you want to pay less today than you will tomorrow, click the button now. So they're threatening me on removing bundles or like, no. And then I'm like, well, I promised them. Please have AI work for you and not against you. And you're going to have, I don't like to call anything passive income. Nothing's passive. It takes either some money or some work. I mean, with this, it's pretty passive, minus all the money that has to be spent in the back end. But other than that, you click it, you forget it. AI is taking jobs. So are you prepared? I think this is a good little prep planning, end of world. AI could replace half of American jobs. And this is like on the lighter side, 57%. It's almost 60%. I've heard of reports. These guys are like in AI, 90%. It's mind-blowing. This has just been a few years. I remember day one when it came out. I'm like, this is really cool. And then the more you dig into it, now a few years later, I'm using it for everything. Even this morning, today at the park, I opened up my AI. Some lady like, oh, that's a foldable phone. That's like 5 years ago. But she's like, are any of you guys photographers? We're just walking. My wife's like, well, he's a YouTuber. I'm like, thanks, babe. He has this camera this big. And she's like, I don't know what this is. I'm like, yo, can you see what I'm seeing? Yes, I can. Top of your shoulder. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Let me flip my camera around. How about now? Oh, yeah, that button's this. I'm like, how do you fix that? Oh, you click here, click there. And she's like, really? Like, yeah, it can see it. Gentlemen, now you know this is very magical. So when she's down there, you're like, okay, AI, take a look at this. Is she doing it right? Well, as I can see, Bravo, she's going too slow. Click the button faster. Think about the amount of jobs that people rely on. Like, hey, can you fix that? Yeah, hold on. See, it's right there. And for those of you that don't know how to do this, I actually have a course on it. I put it in the course. Keep adding to it. I always will, because I got to fix this. That course teaches you how to manually click buttons every day. I know it's work. Like my student, in one day, $1,233.80. Currently, the markets are closed, but we have Bitcoin. You can trade that right now. Has a pretty cool little setup. FYI about my course, which is $299, I told you everything that happens is going to happen. It's happened. I've already done things with it, and now the price goes up. So please allow AI to work for you rather than against you. With this report, says MIT finds AI already replacing almost 12%. That's just a couple years. And I'm just thinking, I don't know how people are going to do it. I mean, they're not doing it right now. Right now, everyone's busted. Can't even afford $1,000 emergency expense. Now you have a recession, depression, AI taking over. Again, this is a time as a surfer, when you see that big swell, that big wave come in, and I'm like, I'm not surfing that. Paddle. Just get over it and then turn around and watch the aftermath. Also, are you generating income right now that when this thing, because it's rolling, I mean, the housing market, oh my gosh, you're going to want to pick these up. Analyst, dire warning, U.S. housing crash looms. Prices could plunge 50% next year. Worse than 2008. Do you believe it? No. I mean, what I do believe, though, is that everything's really bad. And if you think you're selling your house for the price you think you're going to sell it for, you're not. And you're going to rage quit. Everyone's actually posted their house online, and they're like, hey, no showings, no one wants to buy it. Think about it, Scott. When a new builder, which has never happened before, is pricing a brand new house, bigger, better appliances, more efficient, lower than yours, I think you're on the wrong side of the track. I think you're on the track, and I think the train is coming. Do me a favor, get out of denial and start paddling. For those of you that have been listening to me over the last, 7 years, right? You've been trading, you've been accumulating wealth, you have cash, you have T-bills, and you're getting ready to deploy it to buy assets. And you're going to pay those assets off, and then you're going to take loans out against those assets, and you're going to acquire more assets. And then you're going to put renters in there, and then you're going to raise the rent. You have to keep up with inflation, which is about 1,000%. And then when they pay down your mortgage with their rent, you're then going to, again, loan. It's just you rinse and repeat. Buy more assets. Do what the 0% do. Do what BlackRock does, but on your scale. And you will be happy. No, wait, I'm sorry. You'll be happy and you'll own nothing and you'll rent from me. BlackRock. I just want you to be BlackRock. I said yesterday, you have two options. You either have to be the 0%. I know I was 1%. Help get you to the 1 million. Be the 1%. Be 0%. Their current tax rate is somewhere between 0% and 1%. But you cannot... You can't be in the middle. If you are brand spanking new to this channel and you're like, what is all? Sorry, you missed it. Start swing trading and have AI swing trade for you. So you start there because you might be a little bit farther behind than people that have been following my advice for years. And now you're getting ready to pick all this stuff up as it's going to be worse than 2008 because the elites are trying to shake everyone out of their little one properties. And this is what happens when you have layoffs. Layoffs, slam transport, logistics, manufacturing sector. It's like Great Depression. But it's coming. Those assets will become available soon. As SOFR cracks 4 and it's now in the 3s and then 2, the 1, the 0, you're going to buy these properties at 0. This is what the rich do. I can currently get a loan, just so you understand how this works, 1% above SOFR. So if SOFR's at 0, I'm paying 1%. That's why they say it's free money. And then with that 1%, I go buy assets. The rich rinse and repeat, and the poor get jobs. They think their house is their asset. It kind of is. They're trapped as the middle class, paying the highest taxes, and they just don't get it. They lose their job, then they lose everything. That is how a debt-based system works when debt is money and money is debt, and how the rich take advantage of it and they pass it on to their children. Poor, the people that go to college, get degrees, and go work for the people that hire them, the rich, they lose everything, and the 0%, 1%, as they say, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. There is currently wiping out middle class, and you will either be poor, socialism versus the 0%. And however you want to cut this thing, China, US, what is poverty? Is it 140,000? The share of population living in extreme poverty is now higher in the United States than it is in China. And in regards to China, Japan, it is getting spicy in a debt-based system when bonds are money and people are dumping those said bonds, causing rates to go up. Major holders dump JGB. This is record territory. People are dumping and not buying. Now, also, then you look over here, again, it gets confusing because people don't understand how the system works. You would think with our budget deficit, we are behind. We are like, we're putting it all on the credit card and we can't even make the payment. You would think that our rates would go sky high. Look at this. We've beat everything. Yet at the same time, that's going down. US 10-year cracked 4. We're in the 3s, 3.9 now. There we go. Where's it going to go? I'll tell you. I know this is crazy, but I can actually predict it based on history, fear, greed. This is what these indicators are. If you want to know what these eyes are, that's called whale sighting. You get a notification on your phone there's going to be a bounce. Wouldn't that be great? Yes, this is all part of the Black Friday that you'll never get again. But I'll tell you what, I do receive a lot of emails. Hey, what about the chick magnet? How do I get that? Oh, were you part of the Black? No, I missed it. Tell you what's going to happen to the yield, the 10-year. Now, this is, you want to refinance, you want, everything, a car, it's this. I'll tell you exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go right down here to this purple line. This is new too, but I drew a falling wedge. You also have the ability to click a button and it will draw it for you. But what is going to happen? It's going to come down here. See where chick magnet's at? We're here. It's going to come down. It's going to bounce. It's going to run up here to that line. And you can make money going up, purple, down, purple, up, purple, down, purple. If you break out of this falling wedge, which should be bullish, which was on Bitcoin, but it wasn't. It broke the wrong way. I'll get there in a second. It's going to pop up. Probably won't get, maybe it'll get up to there. That's it. And then we will continue lower. Now, if you break the other way, that's really good. If you want rates to go down, you measure it this way, and it's brutal and it's quick. That will put you at 3.5% on the 10-year. So there is your short play, long play, and everything that you want to play. Okay, now I had mentioned Bitcoin. Whale, I think you had a whale sighting. Chick magnet, purple, pull down, and everyone's like, you said it was going to bounce. Ha, ha, ha. Here it is. Now all you moon boys can go, I see. Bitcoin, it's at 91,000. We're going to all-time highs. All right. You're going to come up here. You're even going to go higher. You're going higher on Bitcoin. And right back here, I put that little red dot, right? Let's see if you can see it. It's a sad face. That's the day. That was the day. Even before it broke that line, it was on. I'm calling bear market. And that was what, a couple weeks ago? Monday the 17th. So 10 days. And I told you, even though I'm like, but it's going to pull down and then it's going to bounce and everyone's going to say, I'm going to wrong. They're going to go in. Then let me turn everything off so you can see what is happening. This yellow line goes back very far. The one above it, even further. I think we're in a bull market. You got to be way above that yellow line. Anywho, we're down here. This is what is going to happen. You are going to test this area right here. That here, this zone, let me leave it there. That is called support and resistance. Again, you learn this in the course, so you know. And everyone and their mother is going to put a truckload of short positions. That's where you click one button and you click sell, and they're going to make money going down. You may surpass it a little bit. The little faults break out. You'll kind of get through it. Look, see, this is as low as you're going. You should buy here. There. Scoop it up. Go over that way. If you want to buy Bitcoin, buy it down here. Buy it here. I have indicators that sell there. It's like buy, sell. Yes, you guys should have momentum to the upside, but that's just, it bounces up and down. People make money going up and down, and don't get caught up in the narratives and the macro and like, oh my gosh, we're budget deficit and QT, QE, we're printing like crazy. And why is this going down? It's not supposed to be doing that. Don't worry about that. Look at the charts. The charts will predict this. Stand trend lines, know history. Your Bitcoin, it's just repeating. This is the same thing. First top, second top, first top, second top. Resistance, they'll give up, especially when you have the elites, because they want to make money. Don't count it out. Asset. Gold's an asset. Silver is an asset. Bonds are assets. Everything's all assets. Even though treasury bills are a debt instrument that pays you interest. I know. It's just the crazy system you're in. Only going to get crazier. And if you're like, why do you have that hot chick on there? I'm just telling you the system you're in. When you go to the grocery store and you see this and you're like, do I want a Reese's or whatever? And you have to use your, who knows, whatever digital ID to be able to open that thing. Otherwise, it's locked. You can't get in because people are robbing it. But the whole store is locked down. They can't get in anything but use your digital ID. And, you open it up and you get your food. That's how it's going to work. I'm just trying to protect you, help you to build wealth, and so you can deal with this stuff. And with that, take advantage before the prices go up, like right now. I pinky promise. I'll see you tomorrow.